Hello FlossTube, my name is Tamara. Welcome to my channel, Tamara Cross Stitch. Today's video is going to be a video about my stash, and it's going to be only a part of my stash. That's the Mill Hill everything I have in my stash. I mean, like kits, charts, everything, books. The thing is that the latest kits I purchased, I was like putting them in the box where I keep the others, and I thought to myself, why not filming all this Mill Hill part, to film all this Mill Hill part of my stash, taking into account that it's summer, I don't have, I'm not stitching a lot, I don't have stitch to film, so why not having this kind of video. I like very much stitching Mill Hill, even if lately you haven't seen me stitching classical kits. Yes, I was stitching more from the leaflets, from books. Nevertheless, I am very much in love with like stitching everything from Mill Hill, and whenever I have the opportunity, of course, I am buying new kits. I'm going to start with this kind of kits, like bigger kits as I used to call them, and then I'll do the smaller ones. I'm going to I have them how do I say divided on seasons, because it's easier when I want to stitch something new. I just and for example, autumn comes and I want to stitch something autumn, I just go through them and I see where the autumn bunch is and I'm looking there. That's why I'm going to start with spring, what I have from the spring series. Maybe some of them you would say that they are not necessarily spring, they refer to summer as well, maybe to autumn as well, but as long as Mill Hill has written here spring series, I'm going to refer them as spring, from the spring collection. Okay, so the first one is such a hummingbird. I would stitch this one not on the perforated paper, but I would stitch it on a fabric and make a pincushion, a pillow, mini pillow, how do I call it, from it. I love stitching on perforated paper, but lately I had like 2 or even 3 cases, don't remember exactly, 2 I remember for sure, when I stitched the kit and made a pincushion out of it, and I liked it very much how it turned out. That's why I'm seeing it as a possibility for future. This one comes still with the old ceramic button. Speaking about the buttons, the old ceramic buttons, the new just another buttons, I know that there are a lot of cross stitchers who like, there are sides. In my case, I love both. I love the old buttons and I love the new buttons, especially the new model, the new designs which are released. They are already created with the new buttons, and some of them are very well, so they look very well. The button like fits very well into that design, so I don't have anything against them. Some of them, I mean the new ones, still the buttons are okay, but they don't look so organic into that design. Speaking about the old ones, the fact that they replaced, they tried to introduce the new buttons, the plastic ones from just another button instead of the old ones. There are cases when they fit okay, but there are cases when they don't fit at all. So the old ceramic buttons, they looked much better. So yes, I do agree that the old ones are nice. I do agree that some of the new ones are nice, but there are cases and cases, so it depends on everybody's or each stitcher's taste and point of view. So hummingbird. Then I have 2 designs which are kind of like the same, how do I say, from the same topic. This is Chick's Hotel, not a very late release, 2022. I remember buying it like pretty soon after it was released. That's why I still have it like with the hen, the the ceramic button. I like this one very much, and at that time I wanted to buy more connected with hens and roosters, and make a kind of like triptych, you know, like trio, put like and that's why this one was purchased as well, Barnyard Morning. But this one is more like a collage, you know. This one is beautiful also, it's very, very nice, and the button here is wow, I like it very much, this barn. But still, for me they are not the same style. That's why I think I'm not going to like put them in the same because there are a few designs I have which I'm thinking like stitching together and finishing them like in one frame, or making a banner, a bell pull out of them, because you know, mill heel are a lot, and when you are stitching them like separately, it's a lot of like scattered mill heel. But as I said, these ones I like both, but I wouldn't put them together because, as I said, for me this one is a collage, it's a different style, and this one is a different style, but I like them both. So, and the perforated paper, you see, it's different, also it's different. So you have to think which because if you are stitching them together, you have to stitch them on fabric, and you have to think which color of fabric to choose so that it would fit both, and both would look beautiful on it. So these two. Then from these are fresh from this spring, like this 2025 spring series. It was a rich spring because I purchased 3 designs. There is such a fairy house which I liked from the very beginning, except the fact that I don't like the fairy here. I don't know, she's not bad, she's good, but I wouldn't like a fairy in this design. I would like just the house, the like everything. And here it's you see, it's the new type of button. It's a mushroom, super cute mushroom, and I like how it looks like it's here. You see, I like how it looks here. So this is a case when I say that the new button looks nice, and it looks nice in this specific design. Yeah, nice one. Also from the newly released, a very famous because it's very popular. It has been already stitched a lot of times, by the way, so far. It's a peony, beautiful. I am not very much into flower designs, but when I see a beautiful one, I admit, I admit, and I would buy it and I would stitch it. This one already comes with the new button. It's the bumblebee, and in this case, for example, I wouldn't attach the bumblebee. Yes, it's nice, it's well done, like quality made, but for me it works very well without it, so I could stitch even without it. And the third one, this is the bunny garden. From the very beginning I was thinking like to buy or not to buy this one. I liked it, but I was thinking like, do I really need it? And then I said yes, I really need it, and I purchased it. And this one has also like, of course, has the new button. It has carrot button, very nice. So again, this is one of the cases when the button is super nice, and it looks very well like in the design, very nice. Then I have spring series. I mean, like the old have 5 of these ones. And I like them very much, by the way. I know that there are stitchers who are looking for them to buy them because like they like them very much. I purchased them like time ago. There were many times when I wanted to stitch it, but still I didn't do it. And I'm thinking about like connecting at least 3 of these designs together, like this 3, you see, because they have like this kind of frames, and more or less I think they are going to be nice. So what do I have? I have the spring wreath, this one. There is not a lot of stitch here actually, like in this old style designs there is not a lot of stitch, but there are techniques, you know, like here for example you stitch like this not herringbone, I don't know how it's called, this one, how do we usually call it, in like 4 strands, in 6 strands, like they have a different way of doing it. And then there are like the posies, or how they call this kind of like bead cluster. Nice, very nice. So here it should be like, and this all the designs, they used to have more than one button. They have 2, 3 buttons. So this one has 2 buttons. It has the bunny and it has the heart. And we cannot see none of them because they are here. Here is the heart. Then I have the feather tree, spring feather tree. This one also comes with 2 buttons. It should be, yeah, it's like the flower and the bunny. Also a beautiful one. Often stitched, by the way. I saw it like being stitched often. And I have garden time. I remember wanting this very much. And there was a moment when One Two Free Stitch had it in stock, and I like bought it immediately because I wanted so much. This one has also 2 buttons. It has the birdhouse and it has the bee and the beads. I like very much like this pink powdered beads. Very nice. And 2 more from this spring series, but I think they come by themselves already. This is Gathering Place. Such a design. And this one has 3 buttons. You see, it has a birdhouse, like a pot with flowers, and a bird. I know that they don't look very, very nice when you're looking at the preview, but I think already everybody who stitches Mill Hill knows that the preview is not showing the real beauty of these designs. And this one is Garden Friends. So this one also should have like at least 2 buttons. I see the bunny and the bird. So the bird, and this probably is the bunny. The bunny and the bird. Nice one. So these were the spring kits I have. I mean, like from the bigger one. Let's go to the next season. And the next 4 designs, which I qualified as as summer. Now I took them to like put them on the table, and I'm looking here and I see that it says like spring design, spring series. I look at the rest of them and it says spring series. So apparently they are also from the spring series, and I think Mill Hill doesn't have designs where it's written summer series. At least I don't have any. Tell me if they have a summer series. So sorry for like misunderstanding, but apparently these ones were summer series in my head, but they are the spring series. So I have Cabana Beach, such a design. I have been liking this one for a long time, and I purchased it. And I remember that the buttons already started being scarce, and I purchased this one because I like the design. I'm going to stitch it, but I'm not going to put this button here. I'm going to stitch without the button because I remember that I wanted this button for a different design. I mean an out of print design. Which one I don't remember now, but I remember that I wanted the button. I said that this one is going to look nice without the button. So that's why I'm going to take the button away. Okay, then I have such a series like the street, how it's called, Main Street. Yes, Main Street, like the spring street. There are a lot of designs from this series. I like many of them, but I'm not going to buy a lot of them to make a street, you know, like it's used to stitch streets out of them. So far I have 3. I'm thinking maybe if I'm going to have the 4th, I'm going to stitch them like this together. Still, in my mind, I would like to stitch them together, not stitch them separately. So if it's going to be like the 4th, it's going to be like this, finished. If it's going to stay just these 3, they're going to be either like this in a frame, or if it's going to be a banner, they're going to be stitched, I mean, like this. Okay, which ones I have? I have the flower shop, and I didn't buy them just randomly. Of course, I chose the ones which I like the most. So I have the flower shop. Here I already have the new button. Not bad at all. Here is the ice cream shop. And here I still have the old button because I purchased it like time ago. See? And I have the millinery shop, which also comes with the old button. So in this case, when I would like to put them together, I have to think what to do with this one, which has the different button, because I wouldn't like to mix the designs with different button structure. I mean, like a plastic button and ceramic button. That's why I have to think either not to use anything here instead of this blue button, or to find in another design, or like if somebody is going to sell it, to find the blue button and buy it separately. At least this is my personal, I don't know, things, you see, because of course you can stitch like different buttons and it's going to look beautiful, but you know, I have to complicate myself. This is my thing when I'm stitching. Okay, so still this is the spring series. So I looked through the kits. I haven't found any kit which says that it's summer series. I don't know if they have, but I found a kit which I don't know which season to place it, because it's not a season. Probably I have to place it with the designer, and this is Laurel Birch. This is my only Laurel Birch design I have. I am not a fan, I will tell you, like, honestly, I'm not a fan of the style. That's why I haven't stitched so far anything. I haven't purchased anything besides this one. This is a spring release, Flowering Flamingos. I liked them. And I said, okay, it's my time to try stitching something from Laurel Birch. For me, this is 14th February design, because, you know, like the flamingos, they are two, they're like sitting together and they're forming a heart here. So I think it's going to be nice. This kind of Laurel Birch comes with perforated paper, because there are kits which come with even with, I think it's linen, not even linen or Aida. And it doesn't have buttons, it doesn't have treasures, not very many beads, and very beautiful threads, like color threads. I would stitch this one not on perforated paper. I would make a pincushion out of it. So, such a design. The next season is autumn, and in this case I even divided them in two. I kind of like have like autumn, and I have Halloween, which also happens like in autumn. That's why we're going to take them like step by step, and we are going to start with the autumn ones. And the autumn designs, autumn series designs, I will start with such a design, Cafe Mocha. You know that they have a few cups like this, cappuccino, latte they have. Cappuccino and latte I have stitched, that's why I don't have them like in my collection. And by the way, these were the first designs, first kits by Mill Hill, which I purchased 10 years ago. And they were in my stash for 1 year or 1 year and a half. I was not stitching them. Then when I was like reconsidering my stash, I thought about selling them, because I said I bought them, I'm not stitching them. And because I remember seeing other kits and I wanted to buy more. That's why I said, okay, let me try stitching one. To see if I can stitch it, if I like stitching it, and I will know either I'm buying more and start a stash with this like brand, or I'm selling the other one and I'm not going to stitch it anymore. I liked it so much, I stitched both of them, and then this was like the moment when I started stitching Mill Hill. I know that there is Espresso, there is one more kit, but I'm not going to, I haven't purchased that one because I don't want to connect it like with the series. I'm going to stitch this one also on perforated paper, because the other two are stitched on perforated paper. And here is Espresso. And I will think how to finish them together, to put them together and finish them together as a trio. Okay, next one is Enchanted Pumpkin. Also, it was purchased many years ago. Every autumn I want to stitch this one. I decided that I want to make a pincushion out of this one. It comes still with the old button, but I don't know why. I don't find the time to do it. I like it very much. Very much I like this one. Then I have the balsamic vinegar and olive oil. They're kind of a pair. I remember wanting them very much. I kind of like, I wasn't paying attention to them, and when I saw that somebody stitched them like both as a pair, I liked it so much, and I said, okay, I need them. And it will already started being that time when they were not always in stock, and I was like kind of hunting them, and I managed to purchase them both with the old style button, I mean the ceramic button. Nice. You see the perforated paper comes the same color, the color of the like things here inside becomes the same color, so that's why I said that these ones are perfect to stitch like on the same piece of fabric and finishing them, framing them together in one frame. Also kind of from the same series, but a different one. This is Lavender Fields. This one already, so it was in my wish list, but already came with the new button, which is not bad. This sunflower doesn't look bad. Even though I have this, I have a separate button purchased, like this old style ceramic sunflower. So in case I will decide to stitch them together, I mean like the three together and make a trio, I have the button to put here an old style button and have them like the same way. Comes the same, yes, look, it's the same color of perforated paper. Then I have such a design. It's Autumn Series Country Lane Hayride. Here I will tell you honestly that I am kind of like, I'm melted about this type of designs when they have like autumn fields. Here is the tractor. I have the one which is with the truck, the autumn truck, the blue truck. I stitched it some years ago when it wasn't so popular and it wasn't so famous. And the only thing which here I am not, I disagree here is this dog. I don't know, I don't like it. No, sorry, let me tell it like this. I like the dog is funny, but in this design, I think so when I'm going to stitch it, either it's going to be no dog, or I'm going to think about another button, but not the dog. I don't have I don't have anything against this dog, but not in this design. It's not his place in this design. Okay, also from Autumn Series, Spotted Cow. I liked this one from the very beginning when it was released, and for me this one is not an autumn design. This one is a spring design. Probably that's why they don't have the summer series, because they probably think, okay, those who find something in the spring series and they think it's summer, they're going to like refer it to summer. They find something in the autumn series and they think that it's summer, they're going to refer it to summer. For example, for me, this Spotted Cow, this is summer. This is not like autumn. And here it's you see such a button. It's from the new series already, 23. It was released. You see, where is it? Come on. A very beautiful button, by the way. I like it very much, how it looks. I like the color, and I like how it looks like here when it's attached. So for sure I'm going to use this button here. And one more, which was purchased like the latest. This is Country Morning. I like this design. It was in my wish list for a long time, but I didn't buy it when I had to. That's why I already had to buy it in like with the new type of button, like the rooster, which is white and black. It's not brown as it used to be here. Nevertheless, it's nice. I think it's nice. I like it. At least I like it. Okay, so these are the autumn kits. Okay, let's see what I have from the Halloween ones. From the Halloween ones, I have a lot which were purchased like pretty recently. I showed them in my whole video. So Spooky Time. This is like from the old type of designs. Nevertheless, I think it was a reprint. Yes, because it's 2002, but it was a reprint. Nice one. Such a candy corn. Very funny, this one. I like it very much. Then it's Magic Wanda. Also, it was a reprint. very popular, by the way, with such a blackbird. Nice one. Then spooky collage, also with a candy corn. Then it's the treats collage, trick or treat, such a thing, which has a pumpkin. Yeah, this kind of funny pumpkin. And the autumn, the broom sale, this one. And this one has a ghost. Nice one. And these are the newest one. There are pretty many. From the old ones, I have tangled web, such a design, which comes with such a big, huge, I would say, bat. By the way, I like this design, the covered bridge. If I'm going to find it, I'm going to buy it. Nice one. Next is One Does Once, a design I purchased long time ago, very long time ago. Haven't stitched it yet on such navy perforated paper, and the button is such a pumpkin here. Okay, what else do I have? And from this three, I was thinking about making a trio, by the way. So this is Boo House with this kind of button. Then there is Haunted Mansion with this kind of ghost, and Midnight Farm, also with a ghost, but a smaller one and a different one. And this one has glow-in-the-dark threads, as far as I can see. Yeah, threads or beads? Thread. Okay, so I was thinking about making out of this three like a trio. By the way, so far I have ideas of making trios from these kits by Mill Hill, but so far I haven't stitched anything and finished it as a trio. So far I don't have anything. Okay, so these are the Halloween designs, and let's go to winter designs. And we got to the winter series, and in this case I also divided them on two, because I have like this usual kits everybody knows, and I have this kind of like old kits. They're also like winter ones, and they're not made anymore. These are out of print kits for sure. So let's start with the usual ones, then we are going to look at the unusual ones. And this is what I have. So I have a snow globe, which was purchased pretty long time ago, as far as I remember. So when the kits with this kind of buttons, they were being sold like without any problems. And like every winter, I think, not every winter, but yes, every winter actually, I'm thinking about stitching this one, when I think, okay, well, what shall I stitch from Mill Hill? And I'm looking, oh, this one is beautiful, I like it so much. And then something else comes into my way and I'm not stitching it. Then I have such design, Christmas Eve. This one was purchased not a long time ago, but it was that time when from 1 to 3 Stitch, when you were buying a kit, you were not sure if it's going to come with the new just another button or with the old button, because they were not specifying like they are in this description. Apparently for some designs they didn't have already old buttons in the stock, and they were like kitting them with the new buttons. Some designs, the new buttons weren't ready and they were not like selling them at all. They were all the time out of stock. And there were designs which were kitted with still the old buttons, because they had some buttons like in stock. And apparently I had like the luck of having like one of these kits, which was kitted with the old button, a rocking horse. Nice one. So not a lot of things to be stitched, like the style of the old like kits. It was firstly it was released in 2003, you see this design. Then I have the peppermint. This one also Santa Streets. It was purchased like long time ago when I could buy it like without any problems with this kind of button. Nice one. Again, I like it so much. Every winter I'm thinking about stitching it, and I'm not stitching it. Okay, such a collage sampler. I don't know how to call it. Sampler style, collage style, Joy at Christmas. I remember liking it. This one was already purchased from eBay not a long time ago, and it's with the old button, but it was purchased on eBay. Okay, this one I wanted to from this. So this is Jingle Bells. I managed to find this one with the button. Favorite game of searching the button. So the button here, and I wanted also Deck the Halls, and this one I couldn't find already, but I found the chart, and the button which is needed here, it's stocking, and I have that button, that stocking I have, and I will use that one when stitching. Then I have such a design, Mr. Jack Frost. This one also was purchased from eBay not a long time ago, and it comes with this button. I mean, like the old button. Nice one. Nice one, nice one. Okay, and from the Christmas Village, I have just one kit. I have Village Bakery, which was purchased a long time ago, and yeah, I think that I'm going to stitch this one solo. I'm not going to look for another ones because the new ones, they come with another button. I don't want to mix the buttons. So yes, or I'm going to buy like 3 others from the new series, and I'm going to stitch them together, those 3. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but at least I have one from the old series. Okay, and let's see what I have with the unusual ones, as I used to call them. With the unusual ones, I have this kind of sampler kit. It's called sampler kit. I like very much this kind of samplers. They are pretty rare, pretty expensive. That's why I had the opportunity of buying 3 in my time from eBay for a decent price. And I hope that I'm going to be able to stitch them like soon, very soon. So this is Golden Crystal, such a design. This one comes with a heart, very beautiful heart here. I wanted to say that I don't see the, yes, it comes on linen. The threads, the beads, beautiful, really beautiful. Then this one, this is the snowflake sampler. Where is the linen? It's somewhere there. It has a snowflake, a golden snowflake, and 2 beconusses. Nice one. Nice one. And this one already is spring. So these 2 were like winter, and this one is spring. It's cameo heart. This one comes on white linen. I don't think it's even a weave. It's linen, and it has such a beautiful heart. Beautiful, very nice. I'm going to stitch this ones for sure. I don't know when, but I'm going to stitch for sure. And besides this, I have 3 designs like this. The how they call it? Treasured stitching band kit, something like this. I stitched 3 of this kind, spring ones. I finished them. I like them very much. Yes, it's a small, it's 18th count, by the way, but they look very beautiful. That's why I hope that sometime in future I'm going to stitch like winter one as well, and I'm going to finish them. So this is the gingerbread house. Nice one. Then I have Woodland Holiday, and I have Star Bright Tree. Woodland Holiday, I like this one, but Star Bright Tree, I was keeping it just for because from this one I took the this embellishment. I used it for a different design, also Mill Hill design, because this one is a very out of print treasure. And I'm keeping, because I'm thinking of using like the what's called the fabric, this kind of fabric, you see, the ribbon, but to change inside the design, because there are like charts with these designs you can see separately, but with the materials rarely. That's why I think about like using the materials which are inside and making a trio as well. All of them come, yes, all of them come with the same I think it's the same fabric. I have to check it like thoroughly with each of them. So yes, these were the winter kits. Next is going to be series, as I used to call them. So series which come like in kits, like I mean like the format of the kit, they're coming bigger, they're coming smaller, they come from different seasons, at least I think so. But I'm taking them as series. So the first series, this is the beaded tassel ornaments. They are 6, at least which ones I could buy, which ones were in like they were being sold how do I say, like at the moment I purchased them. They are very popular. A lot of cross stitchers stitched them. Here they are like hanging by the Christmas tree, so many consider them as being Christmas ornaments. For me, they are beautiful ornaments, not necessarily Christmas. And I hope I'm going to start stitching them, because in my mind, like my organization, at least in my mind, tells me that when time comes, I'm going to stitch them one after the other. For example, stitch finish, or stitch finish. So I don't know how it's going to happen, but I hope that I'm going to there is going to come a time when I'll have like them in my plans to finish and stitch. They are very beautiful, by the way, very beautiful when they are being like stitched and finished. And the next series, this is a beaded pin pillow. There are 6 designs in the series. I have just 5 because the 5th one I haven't found yet. It's an out of print so far. I think it's an out of print. So I have Starlight Lily. A lot of stitchers have stitched it. They are saying that this like edge made of beads, it's absolutely easy to make. This is how it looks like. Then it's this one, Daisy Dream. This one looks like this. And then it's Fancy Petals. I remember this one being my favorite at the time. Now I like all of them. And then it's Victorian Posy. And this is Cameo Tulip. So these 4 I found on 1 2 3 Stitch. It was like they were in stock and I couldn't buy them. Cameo Tulip and Vintage Rose, I didn't have them because they were out of print. And this one, fellow stitcher, thank you very much, my dear, she gave me as a present the Cameo Tulip. Vintage Rose, I saw it on eBay a while ago, but I thought it's too expensive, that's why I didn't buy it. Then I regret it when I said that probably I'm going to find it one day. So yes, out of 6 I have 5. And again, I'm thinking about like when I'm going to stitch, I'm going to stitch like everything together, something like this. One more series is Tiny Treasure Diamond, this kind of kits. I have 5 because the series is consisting of 6, but I don't have 1 because it's an out of print, I think. I haven't checked recently, maybe they like reprinted it, but at least when I purchased this ones, that one wasn't like being sold like in shops normally. So what do I have from this series? I have Tangerine Sorbet, this one. I like the color of the linen, the color of the threads. It's super beautiful, like super beautiful. Then it's this one is Royal Plum, also very beautiful. Then it's citrus parfait, such a avocado green, or I don't know how to call it, like lime green linen. Then it's royal capri, also beautiful. Then it's royal orchid, beautiful linen again. The one I don't have, by the way, this is pink champagne, and I have the chart for this one. If I'm not going to find the kit, I'm going to try to kit it myself and stitch it by myself when I'm going to come to like stitch this series. This is the plan. I saw them being stitched like on YouTube, and they're very beautiful, very beautiful. And if we continue with the series, I have a few which are winter. They seemed to be winter series. So the snow globe, charmed ornaments. There are 6 in the series. I purchased all of them. I remember that when they were released, I liked them very much. I didn't wait for long, and I bought them. Okay, my favorite one, by the way, this is the Toy Shop globe. I don't know why, but I like this one very much. What they have here, it's a charm. All of them have a charm. So in this case, it is a teddy charm. Here it is. It looks like a monkey, not like a teddy. The perforated paper is very beautiful. You see blue here. Nice ones. Then there is the Christmas tree globe with a Christmas tree charm here. So this side you can admire just a bit of the beads and the threads, because the perforated paper and the charm, they are hidden somewhere inside. Okay, then it's the gingerbread house globe. This one, also nice. I don't know why here it's a... For me, this one is a sea ornament. It's not... Maybe they want us to think that it's a candy. In this case, yes. Okay, next one is angel globe. Beautiful one. With a star as a charm here. Okay, then it's Santa globe, also beautiful, by the way, with such a Santa charm. I think this Santa charm is somewhere else. And the last one is the snowman globe with snowflake charm, and this one is white. So these ones are golden, like for all of them, and this one comes white. Yes, beautiful, beautiful one. And I have from the sleigh ride, I have only three, because they are 6 in the series, but I have stitched this one, Celestial Sleigh, a long time ago, so it's ready. There are 2 which I decided I don't want to stitch. This is, they come with kitty, I think it's evergreen sleigh and vintage sleigh. So I don't like them so much. That's why the others, which I like, I purchased. So this is woodland sleigh with bunnies. Then it's the toyland sleigh with toys. And it's the traditional sleigh, this one. So one is stitched. If I'm going to stitch the other 3, I'm going to have a finished series already. Then I have like this kind of cushions, I don't know how to call them. I kind of like divide them by colors. You see like the bluish one, the reddish one, greenish reddish one. So far I purchased such design. So this is icy snowflake. This is how it looks like. Then I have the snowflake, and that's it. All of them have the word snowflake in there. So this one. Then I have treasured diamond. This one was purchased from eBay. I'm not sure if this one is printed. Maybe it's an out of print design. And this one is not like bluish, this is greenish, and this is emerald tree drop. This one was purchased from eBay. I like it very much, and it had a good price and I couldn't go buy. So even if it's greenish, it's not bluish. I liked it. Okay, and from the others I have like treasured diamond. This is cardinal. And then I have Santa diamond ho ho. Then I have tiny treasured plum filigree, this one. And treasured, this is poinsettia. This was purchased not a long time ago. Nice one as well. Something like this. So I finished the series, but the smaller kids, they're not, they haven't finished yet. I haven't shown them all to you. That's why we are going to continue with them. So from the winter ones, I have two more. I have such a winter holiday. This is Cozy Cabin. This is a 2024 release. I liked it and I purchased it. So it's not an old design, let's say so. And this one, Teddy's Tale, this is from 2020. I liked this one since it was like released, but I purchased it like last winter, I think. Yeah, nice one. Really nice one. So that's everything with the winter ones. And from the spring small collection, I mean small kits, I have just two and they are new. They are from this year, 25. This is like the Peacock Butterfly and this is the Mason Jar. I liked them very much when I saw them that they were released. I wanted to stitch them both this spring, but I didn't have time for them, unfortunately. But I liked them very, very much. Nice ones. So what else do I have from the small kits? They all are the autumn series. I mean, they're like considered to be autumn, but for me, not all of them are being referred to autumn. For example, this jeweled apple, for me, the apple is not autumn. I don't know, it can be like summer as well. This one was purchased not a long time ago because not so often these apples, jeweled apples, are in stock. So you have to like watch when they are going to be in stock. Okay, and let me show you the autumn ones. Yes, so this ones probably also can be referred to series, but I forgot to like show them to you as series. This is Painting Pumpkins. From there are 6. I don't like them all, so I have a Bewitching Pumpkin. I don't know if you can see the one with the witch here, the nicest one from the series. I purchased and I stitched when they were released. It means in 2020, but I was looking like other stitchers, what they bought, what they are stitching, and so far I just decided that the Persian pumpkin and the glowing pumpkin are the ones which I like, and I purchased them, and I decided that I'm going to stop here, so I'm not going to buy more from this pumpkin series. The Maple Leaves was purchased not a long time ago. Wanted it for a long time. It was in my wish list, and finally I have it. Then Acorn, again, like I was having it in my wish list for a long time. I wanted it, and finally I have it. So few threads, few beads. Why? Curiously, why? Then the Jeweled Pumpkin. Yes, this one I would refer to autumn because it's a pumpkin. This is how it looks like. Beautiful, nice. Then Sally Scarecrow. Also, it was in my wish list for a long time. And finally, last autumn, I think I purchased it. This is how it looks like. And these are, I consider at least being autumn, the Halloween ones. So I have Boo Ghost, which was purchased not a long time ago. Blue Star is a charm. Treasure, nice one. Then Halloween Owl, also nice one. Just a bit. Then these ones are kind of a couple. I remember them that they were like loved and stitched since the moment they were released. The moment they were released is 2019. Pretty old. So this one has a black star, this one has a mini pumpkin. Nice ones. Then this owl, Moonlit Owl. I don't know, I consider it being a Halloween design, but it can be just an autumn one. Because of the color choice, I consider it being Halloweeny. Then I have Wanda's Cat. Also was in my wish list for a long time. What's the... Oh, it's a super mini pumpkin. Okay. And Wacky Wendy. So this is Wendy's cat, this is Wendy. But Wendy also has, it's the same cat here, but when it was small. Now it's grown up cat. I love this Wendy. It's very smiley, like nice witch. And no, that's not all. I have one more from the small ones. So this one is an out of print because we are not making it anymore. This is a pin kit. It has a pin, you see. I'm not going to wear it as a pin. I just bought because I was curious how this series looks like. So you don't stitch with thread, I think. Yeah, no, there is thread. There are a lot of ribbons, and with these ribbons you are making like this beautiful thing like in the middle, you see. I'm not going to wear it as a brooch. That's why I don't know what I'm going to make it when I'm going to stitch it, but I would be curious to stitch it and see how it looks like, because it would be like interesting to have it like as an experience of stitching like this. I saw more on eBay like in time, because I bought this one a long time ago, but I didn't buy them because I don't know what to do with them, honestly. And I'm not sure that I'm going to do it like very beautifully with these ribbons, that I'm going to be good at them and the design is going to look nice. And that's it with the small kits by Mill Hill. And the kits from Mill Hill haven't finished here. I have still I have some. I haven't showed them to you like before because they are from a separate shelf. This is Jim Shore. As you know, Jim Shore is making like figurines and different other things. And I adore designs by Jim Shore, like a collaboration with Jim Shore and Mill Hill. I have stitched pretty many. I hope I'm going to show them to you in the video with the already stitched and finished Mill Hill. But here I can still show you some which were not stitched yet. Okay, so the kits. I have such a series of kits. This is reindeer, Santa, snowman, and tree. I have all four of them. I like them very much. I don't know why I haven't stitched them so far, but I think because I didn't have time. These ones come without embellishments, without beads, buttons, a lot of beads, the threads, and a very beautiful fabric. Look at the fabric. It's Aida. It's 18th count. I wouldn't change it. I would use this one, and it's beautiful. And they are like this because when I'm going to stitch each of them on its piece of like fabric. And I think to ask the people in the framing studio to frame them all four together. So to be like one big frame with all four inside, like not separate ones. I don't know. Even though you can buy like Mill Hill frames and you can like finish them in frames. I think. So everybody decides what he or she wants. And one more kit. This is the Cupcake Fairy. Purchased not a long time ago. I remember wanting this very much. From these four fairies, I have like the needlework fairy already stitched, finished. I have the figurine for this one. I decided that I want the Cupcake Fairy and I want the figurine for it. I kind of looked for it and finally found it, and I am super happy that I have it in my stash. So these are the kits, because the rest of them are leaflets with like whatever I managed to get together for those leaflets. Also Jim Shore. And I have a few charts with some of the embellishment packs. Let's see what I have. So 12 Days of Christmas, a very large design if to stitch it. That's why I'm still thinking how to put this one together and stitch. They're giving here the opportunity, the variant of having a table runner. I am very pro this idea. I just don't know how to put them on the fabric. I mean here, because they are nice. So what else? For this one, I don't have fabric. I have just the buttons, and this is a great piece of deal, believe me, because these buttons now are like the way of gold to find. So I have all the necessary buttons except I don't have one. So for the turtle doves, I need this kind of button, and I don't have it. But for the 10 lords leaping, it's this button. You see, I have two similar buttons. The thing is that this button comes exactly in the same colors, and it's like also it comes like this. You see, like angle type. And when I was showing these buttons when I purchased the design, and I was like saying that, look, I don't have it, blah blah blah, and somebody gave me very good advice. They said that attach this one like this. You see. And this one like this, like as it should be, and this one like this, because the 3 dots have to be on top, like the flower, it's a bit different, but the colors are exactly the same. And I said, genius. So yes, I'm going to use like the 2 buttons, just one is going to be like this, and the other is going to be like this, attached, and problem is solved, yes. So this one is big. I mean, like each of these 12 designs takes like time to stitch. That's why I think when time comes, this is not going to be only a winter design, it's going to be a whole year design. The important thing is to decide what I want to make from it. Do I want it being like stitched and finished in a frame, but it's going to be huge, honestly, because it's 28th count. You have a lot of beads, and attaching the beads on the 32nd count, it's not a good deal. That's why I think that it's going to be a table runner. So I have to decide what it's going to be. When I'm going to decide what it's going to be, I have to look for fabric and the other materials and start stitching it. Okay, the next one is Three Kings. I like this one for a long time, but I don't know why I was kind of like saying that no, I'm not stitching this one, not yet, until I said that, yeah, that's the time. So I purchased the chart. I have the fabric which is according to the key. This is Nordic linen from Witchelt, because it's beautiful. And I said, what if they're going to take it out of print? I'm going to die. And the, not the embellishment pack, the button pack and the treasures which is needed for this one. And I just have to add the DMC threads and what else? The beads. I'm not sure if it doesn't ask for Kreinik, by the way. Does it ask for Kreinik? I don't see so far. Okay, I'm going to look when time comes. Okay, the next one is this beautiful Awaken the Day rooster. Fabric which is used here is Bubbling Brook, I think it's called. It's an out-of-print joblin. I'm going to probably dye my own joblin, and I have the buttons here, the 3 buttons which I needed. Because when I realized that they are taking out of print like the buttons, and especially the gym short buttons, I was kind of like rushing myself through all the internet and looking for them, and finally I found them. Okay, then I have here the one which risks to be a project, risks to be finished design until the end of the summer. This is Welcome Pineapple. I even have a figurine. The thing is that this one also is stitched on a joblin which is out of print. That's why I have white joblin which I'm thinking of dyeing a little bit. I have some red dye and I'm thinking of dyeing. And I don't have the original buttons for these ones. The buttons are exactly as the ones which come for Clarissa Cow. But I have this kind of buttons, so they don't come like flowers. They are the same color, like they say the color is okay, but what is inside is not okay. But I think it's not going to be bad, so I'm going to use my buttons here. And as I said, this one risks to be a project and risks to be finished by the end of the year. And I have such a booklet, I don't know how to call it, monograms. I don't see it very often being stitched designs like this. This one was a present. Natalie, thank you very much. What else? Like this one, you see I can make a pin cushion with my name, but I wouldn't put buttons here. Nice one, really nice one. And look, Noel, also it's beautiful. I like it. It's a lot of stitch to be done, but it's nice. For this one you don't need even buttons. You see, you can stitch it without any buttons. Pretty nice. So yeah, beautiful. So these are all the Jim Shore designs, like connecting with Mill Hill, of course, which I have in my stash. And the last one, I promise. So this is the books and leaflets which I have connected with Mill Hill, or from Mill Hill, yes, by Mill Hill. So one of them is Santa's Holiday, out of which I stitched already 2 designs. I stitched like this banner and this Santa. This is the most beautiful like Mill Hill I have stitched in my life. There are a lot of other designs which I would like to stitch. That's why this one stays with me. I don't know when I'm going to stitch it next, but it's super nice. I like it a lot. Then I have Halloween one. From this one I stitched this banner, and I also managed to put together the materials for Esmeralda, this witch, and for this mini banner. I showed them in the video with the purchases, so I'm not going to take them out of here because, believe me, I've showed them there, and you're going to see it like one more time when I'm going to start each project. So yes, beautiful, very beautiful. What the problem with this like leaflets, booklets, is the fact that they are expensive. I mean, like the materials, many of them are out of print. You cannot find them, but if you can find them, they are out of print. So yeah. If you find them, it's a big luck. And I have such a booklet, pamphlet, I don't know how to call it. I purchased it last winter, and I purchased it mainly for this design. I don't know, I know that when you're looking here it doesn't look so nice, but it's nice. I saw it like being stitched, and it's really nice. I'm not very much into this I mean Christmas tree, because this one is nicer, I think, at least. If I would stitch such a Christmas tree, I would choose this one. Okay, and I have a book, you know, like the beaded cross-stitch treasures, which I know that the Mill Hill lovers know about it, and many cross-stitchers have it. From this one, I already stitched 4 designs. I know that a lot of cross-stitchers from this book, they mainly like these designs. I managed to stitch them. I hope I'm going to show them to you in the finished design. So this is like this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I managed like to finish them all in, how did you say it? In one frame. The preview here, it doesn't show the real colors. It's very beautiful. I absolutely adore these 4 designs. It also has a lot of other designs which are nice. I haven't decided what I would like soon to stitch from this this like snowflakes. Like, they're beautiful. They're very beautiful. So they can be pin keeps, with beautiful pin keeps for like Christmas tree ornaments. So that's it. That would be all. I mean, like the what I have in my stash connected to Mill Hill. Now I noticed that it's a lot. Actually, it's a lot. But I love Mill Hill very much. That's why I hope that I'm going to stitch as much as possible from these ones, because I'm sure that new kits, new charts, new things are going to come into my stash. I hope you liked the video. I hope it was interesting for you, and see you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye.